beating the world champs, but it is what it is. So next year, OBJ Odell Beckham said he's going to be back stronger than ever. We'll hopefully have improved better defense, just improving speed. By the way, the Pittsburgh Steelers did sign Dwayne Haskins, so I don't know what it means for Big Ben. So the final four are Kansas City versus Buffalo and Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers versus Tampa Bay in the Battle of the Bays, the cold versus the hot. Green Bay, Aaron Rodgers, of course, and Tom Brady. I don't have any predictions for that yet, just hoping some good games on Sunday. That's football. Now, the person I wanted to bring up who's trying to file impeachment against Joe Biden already, he only been on the job 2 days, is this crazy woman named Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene, Karen, who's trying to do this. So I'm just going to say this. If you see this woman, strip her of whatever power she's got along with Ted Cruz and Jim Jordan and all these other people, Larry Householder, taking bribes. I'm sick of these folks. And listen, like I said, if you're a Republican and listening to this right now, you want to excoriate yourselves from these type of people and Donald Trump, period. So whenever they do put Trump to trial, convict him so he never runs again. Neither him or his crazy children. Donald Jr., his crazy hocked up girlfriend on drugs, Christina, the best is just to come. No, the worst has gone in y'all. So, and Lara Trump and Jared Kushner with Ivanka and all of them, just throw them all under the jail. Period, point blank. I'm just tired of them. Now, the reason why I said the relationship between the president and the wives, I'm just gonna give my opinion. And shout out to everybody listening. First of all, Shimon and Yolanda. Thank you very much for joining me on my Facebook Live, 216-772-0500. Now, you notice the way that Barack Obama was holding Michelle's hand. Now, you notice that, as far as especially women, especially and Valentine's Day is coming up. So I'm just going to put this out there. You notice that. You notice the way that they held each other's hands and all that. You notice the way that Dr. Jill Biden, and this is Joe's second wife, his first one was killed along with their daughter in a car accident. And he went to, and his son Bo died, and he went to not only pay respects to the unknown soldier, but his son Bo as well when he was, sworn in. And the thing about it is that you got to give them respect. They love each other. Barack Obama, like my barber, shout out to Jeff Thomas of Carl's Barbershop that, hooked me up a little bit before I came here. A couple of days ago, he said, I'm 58, Barack's 58. I know him and Michelle getting it on. Hey, that's none of my business. But the thing about it is that they genuinely love each other. And it shows. Bill and Hillary Clinton, Bill still got that wandering eye. I don't know why, but still, Hillary she put up with him. Hillary put up with him. But notice the love that they have for one another as far as the couples. And usually, and I'm going to say this about as far as men go, if the house is straight, we straight. If we got somebody in the house, we know that's going to bring behind every great man is a great woman, right? It's true. So if there's a great woman that's supporting us, if the house, like I said, if the house straight, we straight. If the house cleaned up, the kids are all fed, put to bed or whatever, we good. So we can go out here and conquer the world knowing there's a woman at home that's going to make sure that we all right, we straight. You see the Trumps. You see Melania. You see Donald. Ain't nobody seen Barron, the little one. I don't know where he at. I think they left him at the White House so the Bidens can raise him, or he just hid from his parents. And I think he has some type of mental disorder. Of course, look who his parents are. And the thing, I'm gonna start a rumor. I don't think Barron is. Just saying. It may be, but I don't know. I mean, and everybody know Melania probably got a boyfriend somewhere hidden. I don't know what his name is. Got a boyfriend somewhere. But that household wasn't happy. Ivanka doesn't like Melania. Melania doesn't like Ivanka. Donald Trump stole somebody's wife from somebody, and she's all hocked up on drugs, and that whole family looks fake to me. You don't see Tiffany Trump anywhere. She's trying to, and the reason they're doing it is because they wanted that power. And if you saw when Donald Trump flew away in that helicopter, when he left the White House, they was all crying. I don't know if they was crying because they was going to jail, because they should be, or because they lost their power. I mean, the thing about it is that they was throwing their weight around, acting all big shotty, and the thing about it is that they have nothing now. Because they rolled off of daddy's coattails. They didn't do anything for themselves. The only reason Ivanka got a label is because of the Trump name. And bought up on it. And I don't think that marriage was happy. Melania is Trump's third wife. Ivana, Marla Maples, I think it was Ivana Trump, Marla Maples, then Melania. I mean, pretty much. And you ain't see Ivana or Marla around. Marla Maples was with Trump in the 90s. Ivana was with Trump in the 80s when everybody was talking about how big Trump was. He was a young go-getter and things of that nature. Now Melania, you just a big old sugar daddy. I don't know. I'm just saying. I mean, that's what it's looked like to me. But that marriage was not forged in love. It was forged out of convenience. Melania was a naked pinup model. Everybody can say slur, whatever you want to call her, but she was a naked pinup model. She was not a role model like Kamala is to women. And I don't care white or black, she's a role, but like white or black, if you can achieve that. She was not a role model like Michelle Obama or Dr. Jill Biden or even Laura Bush. Even though George, and by the way, George just loves Michelle Obama. Barack I don't know if Barack gonna have to chin check the President Bush one time, like, hey, all right, enough. But George has always been, he loves Michelle. Like there's a genuine love between them. I guess like a brother-sister relationship or whatever. But he always is grateful to see. And genuinely, the presidents that had love for one another. So you got to have love for what you do. Trump didn't love this country because he didn't love this position because he never respected it. That's why he should have never been voted for in the first place. That's why I'm glad we have a president that actually loves the position because he was VP of it for 8 years behind Barack Obama. And the thing about it is the relationships that you have inside of your house will reflect as a man outside of your house. You will treat that like you will treat it better. Oh, Melania was a mail order bride, Shimon. Yeah. She didn't want to be in the White House. She didn't even live with Trump in the White House. She and Barron stayed in one of their towers, and we as taxpayers had to pay for that because the Secret Service comes out. The Secret Service comes out the taxpayer money. I hope you know that. To protect the president and everybody in his family. So you're the reflection. And I'm not trying to be like the women. And then also, if a woman is loved the right way by a man, everything changed. Bacon gets a little bit tastier, the Kool-Aid gets a little bit sweeter, the chicken gets a little bit crispier. She talking to her girlfriend, she all on social media about my man, I love my baby, whatever. Like dudes, like it's not like dudes not like Trump was grumpy all the time because that marriage was not forged out of love. It was forced. And the thing about it is, I'd rather be single than have a forced relationship. I'd be happy as single, which I'm happy as now, but it would be good and nice to have somebody. And the thing about it is that the children were always competing. And when there's a family like that, when there's family discord inside, it's always going to leak out. You can never hide it for too long. It started to leak out in year 2, year 3 of Trump's presidency. Like even maybe parts of year 1 with all the press secretaries being fired. Like everybody in that household was fired. So somebody calling in? Hello? Who's this? Hey, Natalie. How are you? I'm great. What's going on? That's Grace. I mean, but oh, I'm just saying it like you can see if you look at the presidencies of everybody that had, like even when like if there's discord, there's some discord inside the household. Like like the thing about it is like the whole Trump presidency for the 4 years they had discord because I don't know, Melania didn't love this dude. And I don't think he loved her neither. They were just married out of convenience. Yeah, that's true. Like I said, and people, somebody said she was a mail order bride. I'm like, it is. Mm. But the thing about it is, so how did so as a black woman, I know you want to stand up for Kamala. Let's leave them where they are. The Trumps would lead them where they are, hopefully in jail. But how did you feel about when you saw Kamala? How did you feel when you saw Kamala getting sworn in as VP? Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Mm. Right. Yes, you have. Yeah. Yeah. I understand. Yeah. You're right. And you right. It is very serious, and I'm glad. And I said on Wednesday, I'm saying today, all African American women stand up. My mother, my sister, my son's mother, all the everybody, African American women stand up, all of you, because the reflection that 2 days after Martin Luther King Jr. Day, that now you see the independence and fruition for yourself. So that to be proud of. And when you're like you, and I was looking on Instagram and I saw Lynn Whitfield, putting on her AKA stuff and putting on her pearls and her chucks, and everybody putting on, all these women putting on their pearls and their chucks. And, there was nothing as a man we could say. If we probably had to cook that day. Probably had to cook that day in the house, because y'all was too like, oh, we probably either cook or order out or DoorDash or Postmates or something, because what you want to eat? Shoot, but you have to keep up that fight. It's still, despite she being in there, this is like, but with Barack being in there, with her being in there, this is just the beginning of what we're supposed to have as a country. Because I'm gonna say this. Go ahead. No, go ahead, Natalie. Oh God. Mm. Yeah, yeah. Oh, by the way, oh, right. Oh, speaking of the partners that he gave, not to his children, but to his supporters that raided the Capitol Hill, but the all criminal. Oh, and they all paid him. Those are pardons. They was like $1 to $2 million a piece. Kwame, Lil Wayne, Kodak Black, most of the people, Steve Bannon. Well, Steve Bannon had so much stuff on Trump. Trump just had to pardon him so we don't get in trouble. So it is what it is. But go ahead. So anything you have to say, Natalie? We probably got to go to break in. Yep. Right. Thank you. It was in his own words. He knew. So, Natalie, right. Natalie, thank you for coming in. Speaking of black women in the verses, this is Keisha Cole, Sent from Heaven. This is Larry H. Gardner. Headlines, headaches on voiceofradio.com. Thank you, Natalie Fitton. We'll be right back with the last part of this program, and I want to play something for you. Peace.